Your move. Yeah, that was. I thought it would give me some too, to be honest. Yeah, we're fucked here. I just gave him a fucking 70. Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna go on for a bit. I thought it would give me some. I thought he replaced everybody on the board, but now he leaves them on the board. I didn't remember this one. Like, comment, and subscribe quick. So yeah, Leshy's more of a work together kind of guy. All of his cards work with the other cards. Magnificus kind of just wants to work with himself, so that kind of sucks. Grimora can just work whenever she wants. She's kind of a loose cannon. And PO3 just copies Leshy, but he's the most broken out of all the scribes, so really isn't much you can do about that. He's broken, so all of his cards can just work. Take this one. Not that it matters, we already got every card. What is it? What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? I'm very busy here. What? PO3 is not happy with the output, but I'm merely the inspector to put better parts onto the board. And just who are you to carry on orders from PO3? PO3 would trust only someone with some semi-balanced of cards and game skill. I am very busy, but I must know who qualified to give me orders. Who qualified you to give me orders? So this is going to power up Leapbot. Gotta think here. Ah. You just played a card with an active ability. The great scribe of instructs begin to echo through your mind. Activate it by pressing the sigil like it is a button. But it will only work if you can pay the cost. Perfection. Alright. Very good. Very simple, not much to that. Oh dear, your message from PO3 must indeed be genuine. I am mentioned I am merely inspector, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a designer. Can't send a new bot down the line, but I can send myself. I'm proud to be served as a PO3 fully with a mid-stranger. Damn, he just knocked the other guy off. Simple math. There we go. Let me out. What was that? I am the melter. They send me raw materials and I melt them. Can you see how it works? Let me out. Not another word out of you. We must have a card battle. So the melter has someone inside of him. That is insanely gross, but alright. So Bone Heap can be played. Another card with an active ability. You must activate it by pressing the sigil like a button, and you can afford the cost. Oh, it's 2 bones. Okay. So this one generates leap bots. This one powers leap bots. There we go. Didn't have the chance to do that. We'll just keep going. We'll play Mrs. Bombs at some point. Help me! Excellent battle. Now with that aside, what did you come to tell me? P3 wishes for better bots for his scanner. That is difficult, you see. I melt the metal of it. I can't reprogram the stamping machine. No! There is a way to send at least one new bot down the line. Yes, for PO3. That's fucked up. He took the other guy with him. Whoever that might be. Ah, fuck. No, I know. See, this one's harder because you actually have to do even more math than normal. Obviously, these two need to be put down first, so... Oh yeah, I'm fucking stupid. There you go. Yep. Bink. Alright. Bink. Alright. Bink. Alright. Bink. Interesting. Okay, hang on. Math. It's a little overpowered, but it works. Oi, mate. I already have here, I asked me to take a dive, but I can't accommodate you, mate. Got a special order in it, looking in the red for something special. We can do maybe even give you something to win, but I can't be talking to there in PO3 while under in there. If you try to play this out, you know what, mate? Can't take my eye off me work here. I'll give you this thing. Here, take it back. Off with you. I need to concentrate. Oi, is that P3 gonna award me big for this? Last person who played the game distracted this bot just long enough for that corrupted data to not make it to PO3. That corrupted data was fished up by the fisherman, who is the rival of Uzi, That means that whoever played this game before got him out of the way, out of the picture, battled him. The data was given to Leshy. Leshy took it and used it. But because he decided not to challenge us and decided to say, fuck that, I'm going to focus on my work instead because it's more important than the angler who decided to fight us instead, we all of a sudden have a big problem. Because now that corrupted data is slowly going to make its way all the way to PO3. And yes, it does move along by the conveyor belt. It takes some time because it's so fucking slow. It's almost here. There it is. And if you actually look at it, you can see all the characters kind of pop up for a second because it has every single data on it. Everything is in that old data. No, the old data can't really be that heated, so it just kind of sits there and still spams. Even as a chip, it spams its data. Insane. The old data is now for PO3, and we must defeat him. The bots haven't gotten much better, but you battled all the workers, and it actually won. Give me that deck again. What the fuck? Wow. You beat them with this? Alright. Maybe there is some synergy that I missed. Let's go then. You see these conveyor belts? Just like my factory. At every very least, they oughta to test the lane positioning. Oh boy. We got some weird cards here. See how that works. Okay, your turn. I wonder. Oh, scanner's online. Which card to scan? Oh, you've given me one choice. The stat line could be better. The fuck you mean it's a 70/70? Your move. Yeah, that was. I thought it would give me some too, to be honest. Yeah, we're fucked here. I just gave him a fucking 70. Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna go on for a bit. I thought it would give me some. I thought he replaced everybody on the board, but no, he leaves them on the board. I didn't remember this one. Okay. You opened the crates around the temple, right? You can get better cards. Shut the fuck up. I had perfect cards. Fucking, I just fucked up. I thought he gave me some too, but no. Alright, you go first. I don't give a fuck. Scooch. Pass. It's your turn. Double tap. Scooch. Now he has double tap. Scooch. Scanner's online. That's a card to scan. Just kidding. Obviously, it's the best one with stats. Look at this one. This should work. Okay, so now he has a bunch of fucking high-powered fucking bullshits. Okay, there you go, now it scooches. Alright, we're fine now. Exploderbot. Exploderbot can be really devastating here. Nice luck you had. Guess I'll be playing a perfect game and is no match for good RNG. The fuck? You had shit game, motherfucker. You had shitty cards. Bitch. Could have played Double Gunner. Could have played fucking any of the good ones. Goddamn. I guess you won. Your ambitions became describe a beast. Is that soft-minded stump? You oughta reconsider. But I like him. They all say to reconsider. They all say to pick someone else. But I'm always a big fan of beasts. Out of all these cards, like, bones just don't work. Because you have to sacrifice so much just to play cards. It's just too much sacrificing. Too much getting rid of. Too much, like... Well, not many games do this, actually. I could say, like, Digimon or something like that. But Digimon doesn't really do that. Not really Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. Or Magic the Gathering, for that matter. There isn't that many games where cards need to be sacrificed in order to play big cards, but I guess you could say maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Perhaps. Because it's counters. You sacrifice cards, you get counters. And that's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. But even then, counters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are kind of hard to deal with. You could go with Magistics, which is basically just Magic the Gathering, but worse. Like, nobody wants to play land cards. Nobody wants to fucking, you know, do all this extra shit just to play cards. But it does work in a way. For some reason, land cards and Moxie cards go hand in hand. They're basically the same. You have a land, you can pay the cost. But for him, it's actually way more devastating because you only need one of any Moxie to do it. Which is insane, because, like, Magic the Gathering's limits was the thousands of lands that you needed. Like, you needed at least... 7 lands to play a really good forest card, or maybe 5 lands to play a really good water card to counteract a lot of cards. It's insane how Magic the Gathering works, because you need a lot of cost to do big things, but little cost can get you little things. But in Magic, it doesn't matter, because some things have Death Touch, Indestructible, and that's why Magistics is so annoying, because guess what? He's all about, abilities. He's all about, being able to be indestructible, blocking, and all this ability shit. And that's basically Magic the Gathering's problem, which is indestructible, hexproof, all this bullshit. You need every single one in order to be broken, and it can get really tedious at times. Then you get PO3. This motherfucker is the most broken, out-of-hand deck you can play. You get a battery every turn. But it doesn't, like, completely go away. It just refills back to 2, back to 3, back to 4, and then a full 6, which means you can basically play any card at any time after getting a full bar. It is absolutely insane. Because if you really want to, you can just play a bunch of 1s and 2s and just have a whole field full of fucking monsters. Which, guess what? That's the problem with things like Pokemon. Because all you need is a certain amount of energy to do certain things. Like, you can basically destroy the whole game of Pokemon by just having a Pokemon provide energies. Like being able to play, Charizard, which basically makes fire energies give double the energy. So you have 4 energies for doing barely anything. And some cards give you energies, such as, the energy bot. And if you get too much energy, then guess what? Now the game's ruined, because you can basically play whatever you want if you have an unlimited amount of energy, and you can play energies at any point in time. So yeah, energy is not the way to go. The best way to go is, sacrificing, which is what Yu-Gi-Oh kind of does. But Yu-Gi-Oh fucking sucks, because there's a billion fucking problems with it that involve, oh, you can sacrifice to someone like this really powerful overkill card that basically negates 3 cards at a time. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It doesn't need to negate 3 times. Keep it simple. And that's exactly what Leshy does. Everything about Leshy's cards is simple and by the rules. It is a nice way to play the game. It is simple, sweet, classic. There's nothing wrong with his game. The only thing wrong with it is that he makes it more fun by adding mechanics that make it to where you're stronger or more powerful. Without those mechanics, though, it's completely fair. So there is no limitations. There's no nothing that can hold you down. And I like that. Like, you don't have to do the campfire strategy and get a billion, numbers. You don't have to, have the squirrel totem. You can get any totem and just kind of play it legitly, And it's really nice. I really like Leshy's strategy. His strategy's fun. His cards are fun. This one's annoying, This one's broken and not really that interesting. This one's fucking insane and takes forever to get running. I'm picking beasts because I like beasts. I like these cards. But sadly, we're not replacing anyone today. Fool. You have no idea what could have been a carefully created cycle of life and death, experiment, terror, mystery. The gormless angler that once again failed me. I suspect that I know which scribe bested me. Of course, PO3. The synthetic freak knows nothing of artistry, of aesthetics. Monster. I liked you better as a stoat. Filthy old beast. I'd never be your stoat again. Now, let's play. Each one of those say different things, and depending on what you pick, you get different things. This is going to be different. I'll just leave this here. I've got to give it to that Dredger. Not as useless as I thought. Uh-oh. 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 That's the ticket. Uh-oh.